All right, D, your boy, Nick Wright. Every week it seems like he's going, taking little shots. And Brock Purdy, he did it again. It was subtle, but he definitely did. Let's check out this clip real quick and tell me what you think, man. Let's check this out.
Holding their breath. These two teams have an argument. They're the best two teams in football, but their fans deep down are holding their breath. For the Dolphins, it is unfortunate. Is Tua going to stay healthy? And for the Niners, no matter what their fans tell you, they are terrified Brock Purdy is going to turn into a pumpkin. But for the time being, they look like great teams.
All right, dude. Damn, man. Every time. But what do you think? Will Podge, man. I'm sorry, man. I just can't. Freaking Nick Wright, man. I'm going to get this guy one day. But will Brock Purdy turn into a pumpkin at midnight? Is he the guy that we fear is going to choke our chance to win that sixth ring, man?
No, man. Obviously, I've been saying this since last year. I think he's our best option if we're going to win it. I think our team is at the point where it's a Super Bowl contending team. We got the defense. We got the offensive weapons. Made that huge trade for McCaffrey. Brock Purdy's been the most consistent quarterback we have out of all the quarterbacks with the Lance, Jimmy. And so this is our time to win it, man. We can't control what happens in 3 years, trying to trade for another quarterback or even draft another quarterback. So the time's now. And again, man, I've been loving Brock Purdy's his composure, his attitude. Whenever he messes up, he's like, you know what? Like, that was on me, and I'm going to fix those mistakes. And he also responds really well. Again, you heard me talk about with the Rams game when we're down 17-10. He made that not winning drive, but he made that drive right before the half to score and tie it up and then get the ball back and then take the lead once again. And so he responded perfect during that game. And I think as the season continues, he's going to hopefully convince Nick Wright he's our guy, man. But, Nick Wright, again, you guys got to remember that it is a television show. It is for entertainment. And they're going to go with the safe choices. They're going to go with the Patrick Mahomes, the Trevor Lawrence, the Tuas. So they're going to stick with quarterback. The only thing I disagreed with him is that when he made that quarterback list, he had those guys at the top, but then he had people like Jared Goff. He had like random quarterback.
Mahomes Island or whatever.
Yeah, so he had Mahomes all the way at the top. And then, I like Tua, but I think still Purdy's better than Tua. But then he had like Jared Goff. Matthew Stafford, I think he belongs in the conversation like in the middle, but then he has some other guys, Dak Prescott. He beat Dak Prescott, and so he has some questionables like people ahead of Brock Purdy. But again, him and a lot of the analysts, they're gonna go with like the safe choices, and they're gonna go with the more entertaining choices. And so yeah, I'm not surprised that he kind of like said that, because only like really like Colin Cowherd has really defended like the Niners, but everyone's kind of like
he doesn't trust Purdy either. Right?
Yeah.
Personally, man, that's a great question. Is he going to turn into a pumpkin?
Yeah.
Because I've seen it before, man. I love using that phrase because I always use that phrase. I remember when Nick Mullins, that Eagles game, freaking wide ass open passes just missing, and you just realize this guy, he turned into a pumpkin at midnight. He wasn't that good guy. Even though he had those 2 weeks before, it was like, oh man, look what he did against I believe it was the Giants where he looked so good. It was like 2020, and then he just turned into a damn pumpkin. Obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo in that damn Super Bowl at midnight. I realized he wasn't the guy. Even Trey Lance, I got to give you credit. We were there the very first practice of training camp, and you said, you know what? I think Purdy's the guy. Like you said, I think he's the best player. And just watching this guy play, man, I don't feel like he's going to turn into that pumpkin at midnight. I don't feel that he's going to throw that stupid ass interception, that Jimmy Garoppolo interception, that special, or overthrow, a guy. I just feel that he's going to be he's a smart ass player.
Yeah.
He processes everything really quick. He's like, where's the guy? Boom. He's just so quick, man. That way he's able to process things. So I think he's going to be fine, man. I'm not worried. I'm not like, well, these other damn quarterbacks, I'm not going to lie. I'm always afraid as hell that something bad was going to happen. I was like crossing my fingers. I had my little rosary band and everything. Like, please, something don't happen. But with Purdy, man, I feel so calm. Like, even though we were down 17-10, like you said, I was like, oh, it's fine, dude. We've done it before. Look at the year before with the Raider game. We're down, I think, 7-10 points.
Yeah.
Purdy, it was just like,
came back,
he was just calm, collective, not going crazy, not screaming, just be ready to go. And what happened? We came back. We scored 38 points that game, 35, something crazy, and we ended up winning that game. So I'm not afraid. I know that's what a lot of the media think will happen. that we're afraid that he's gonna like just choke. But I just don't see it, man. I don't see him going there and choking, man.
And I'll also add too, I think they do like take a little shot at Purdy, but I think they also take a shot at him too because of Kyle Shanahan as well. Man, that was like one of the biggest things, like with Colin Cowherd. That was like one of the main focuses with Kyle Shanahan is that he would kind of, instead of just doing like the right play, he would do it his way as far as like turning Jimmy G into a thrower, a guy who's throwing it 40 times a game. And he looked back at those games, the games that we lost, like the Falcons game. That game he was throwing over 40 times and he got sacked 5 times. There's another game that we lost and he threw it over 30 times as well. I think it was the Chiefs game. That game he was over throwing it over 30 times, and then he had 2 picks in that game. And so with that, I feel that's going to be more of our downside, if anything. If Kyle Shanahan he needs to just check his ego, just do the correct plays, run the ball, get everybody involved. And if he's not trying to do like the Hail Marys every play, because he's trying to do those fancy plays when we don't really need to do those, I feel like our team's like, it's ready to win, man.
But he's a guy though. Purdy's a guy. When Jimmy left, we started throwing the ball more, and it's freaking working. Purdy, I think he's had 2 interceptions since he's been on this damn team. So I mean, he trusts them. He trusts them to make those plays, and so far so good, man. It's been working.
But I like that he's throwing the plays. Like if I had like comparison, I like how Purdy's kind of doing it like more like the Matthew Stafford way, as far as like getting the ball quick and out. I don't want him to be like another Tua. That's who kind of like Jimmy G was, like a cheaper version of him, as far as like just doing constant deep balls and trying to make like plays happen.
But Jimmy didn't throw deep balls. He never threw deep balls.
He couldn't though. That's what I'm saying. And then so those games where he was throwing over 30 times and he was trying to be the natural thrower, like it just wasn't like our good game plan. He needs to be the guy like where it's like quick and out and getting everybody involved. And so he tried to basically make, well, I'm trying to say, he tried to make Jimmy G into a Kirk Cousins. That's not the type of player that he is. And that's what really Kyle Shanahan wanted, And so with Brock Purdy, man, like I love that he's been very composed. He gets the ball out. He gets the ball away. He's been scrambling. He gets everybody involved. He's got an IU, he's probably going to have like one of his best years with us. Hopefully he comes back healthy. Debo Kittle with McCaffrey, man. Like, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, dude, from all the quarterbacks we've had in the past, from Mullins, Garoppolo, Trey Lance, Brian Hoyer, did I say Nick Mullins?
Yeah.
Going all the way back, man, we've had so many, Tim Rattay, Jeff Garcia, just keeps going on and on.
Yeah.
All these damn quarterbacks. I feel the most confident with this guy. I really do. Since I was a little kid, man, I was a little kid when Steve Young, every time Steve Young was there, I was like, all right, we're probably going to score a touchdown. And then that's how it was. I feel that way with Brock Purdy. Like, all right, we're going to drive, we're downside, no problem, we're going to get a touchdown right now. And we freaking do. So 30 points a game, I think, since he's been here, like at least 30 points. So we're just scoring points like crazy, and I just don't feel that it's going to stop, man. And even people were saying he had a bad game the last game against the Rams. I don't see that way at all. I thought he had a really good game, and once he hits those deep balls, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Dude, this offense. I was watching the quarterback school with JT O'Sullivan. He was saying once he gets these shots, oh, dude, this offense is gonna be unstoppable. Yeah. And I was like, woo, baby. So I'm stoked, man. I know Nick Wright doesn't think so, but I'm ready, baby.
Yeah, and just moving forward, I think we're still like one of the top teams to beat, man. And that's why I think none of those analysts give us a shot, because they're going to go with the safe choice, the Patrick Mahomes type of player. But I feel that we can still compete with the Chiefs and Cowboys. Those are going to be, I think, the people that we got to beat to win it all. But we're right there, man. Our team's ready to go. If we just stay healthy, man, like, everything from defense to offense, we got everything. This is our year that we have a great chance of winning it.
Absolutely, I feel that way too. But let us know what you think about this, man. At midnight, will Brock Purdy turn into a pumpkin? Let us know down below. Make sure to like this video, comment, subscribe. Talk to you next time. Peace.